Hey guys, I think I'm live now. I kind of screwed up something. So if you're on board, you're on board. And if you're not, you're not. Talking NFL, Super Bowl, a live chat about prop bets, side play, totals play, whatever you guys want to talk about. It's all up to you. So chime in, stick up your prop bets over here. It's Wednesday, hump day. And of course, was just down at Westgate here before I came here. Went and picked up a new sheet. I highlighted some fun things here we might be able to do. I'm hoping that I'm allowing pop out chat. What's that? I'm not seeing any comments. Somebody put a comment on here. See if I can get that to pop up. Hello. There you go. I think it's worth buying to +3 probably. I think right now it's heavy Patriot money. Obviously, sharps are going to wait. It's over 90% of the money's on New England right now. Books aren't moving it. That tells you something right there. But when they want to get that money to go back the other way, they'll put 3 out there. I think you'll see 3 on Sunday. You had one book at 3 yesterday for quite a while. And they like 27 minutes they went back down. But the only book I've seen that has it sitting at 3 right now is William Hill at even odds. Hey, Triple Beams, thanks for tuning in, baby. Appreciate your comments on the daily videos there. Glad we could get a daily video for you. You guys, we're going to kind of stay away, John, from when you ask about the T-Wolves tonight. We're kind of stick to what we're doing here in terms of Super Bowl. This is kind of a Super Bowl only chat, but I'll give you one look on that. See what I had any notes in there. I could only take it. I could only lay it. I couldn't take it against Memphis tonight, John, just so you're wondering. A couple of props here. I tell you what, I don't know who odds makers, especially Westgate, expected to score tonight. And I'm going to show my age and my vulnerabilities here by putting on some glasses quickly. Beautiful, isn't it? Will James White score a touchdown in the first half? Yes, +275. No, -350. What do you think? What do you guys think? Shoal Creek? Dude, I don't know your name. I played league there every Thursday night at Shoal Creek in the AT&T League for 5 years, and golf there on the weekends nonstop. So I don't know how you missed me at Shoal Creek either. I miss it. Great golf course, by the way. Great golf course. I love that course. And Rhett Fergie out there is a friend of mine, the golf pro there in North Kansas City, I guess. It's not Liberty, but it's North Kansas City. But yeah, great golf course. Never did the driving range out on 96, and what is that? 435. Never did it. Never went up there. Just Shoal Creek. Played down at Loch Lloyd a lot. Had a friend down there. A couple of private memberships. So miss it. I like White over 44.5 receiving yards. Well, you know what? They're going to run a lot of wheel routes with him. White, Burkhead, Michelle. They're going to do wheel routes out of the backfield with them. Brady does not have, I don't think Brady's going to have a ton of passing yards here. It's going to be a lot of dink and dunk. Their defensive backs are too good, and New England didn't have a number one Doesn't have a number one wide receiver, so they miss Gordon. And this is a game they're going to miss Gordon in. You can get by with that stuff with Kansas City. So White over 44.5 receiving yards. I like him to score a touchdown in the first half out of the backfield catching a pass. Will he score that's a good plus 275 bet. Was minus 350. And I saw him on Burkhead. Total receptions by Burkhead, 2.5 over under. I like the over on that, and that's even odds. There's a couple right out of the gate. But this line will get back to the side. The total, do with what you want. I'm going to play the first half total for sure. I'm going to put out a side play because I have to. Again, if you didn't watch my betting, the NFL line report in this live section or just find it in the videos I did last night for you guys. This is pros versus Joes. You're either going to bet the better team, who's the Rams, or you're going to bet Brady and Belichick to pull another rabbit out of the hat against a team they shouldn't beat. And they've been doing it for a long time. Just remember, 6 Super Bowls have been decided by 3 points or less in the history of Super Bowls. New England's been involved in 4 of them. So keep that in mind. Throw me some prop bets, guys. Am I missing out on the chat here? Also, longest reception by Julian Edelman. Over or under 21.5 yards. It's minus 110. Go over. He's there. They do deep crossing routes with him, and he gets yards after the catch. That's one of my best bets right there. Bear that in mind. Charles Walsh. Yeah. Go Huskers. Tough watch last night, wasn't it? I wanted nothing to do with that. National Anthem over 147. I'll take your word for it. Gronk under on receptions. Really? Okay. What was that? Let's see what the updated odds. These were hot off the press at Westgate this morning when I went down there. 3.5? You're thinking Gronk's only going to have 3.5? You don't think he's going to have 4 or 5 receptions here? Under 3.5? The only under 3.5 I like is under 3.5 sacks. I can tell you that. Todd Gurley over under 14.5 attempts. Gurley, I circled those, by the way. Todd Gurley, over under 68.5 under. C.J. Anderson, over 42.5 yards. McVay says it's going to be an in-game decision who's going to get the bulk of the carries. They're both getting equal snaps in practice. I don't think Gurley's 100%. I think it's the worst-kept secret in the NFL, worst-kept secret in the Super Bowl. I don't think they're playing possum with him. I think you'll see Gurley catching the ball out of the backfield. I don't think you'll see him pounding the rock. Something is not 100% right there. Under 6.5 ball carries for Pats. I like that, Kyle. Well, thanks for tuning into the daily videos, Charles. Yeah, I do think they'll play better than KC. He only got 4 after 4's offsides. Yeah. I'm trying to let the Kansas City game go. You know, Kansas City, the thing about comparing what they did to Kansas City versus what they're going to do against the Rams is the fact that, honestly, you're talking about 2 completely different animals on the defensive side of the ball. Kansas City just sucked on defense. Second and 7 or 3rd and 7, and Gronk's open 35 yards down the sideline. inside the 10, no one even hardly on him. That's not going to happen with LA. How do I feel about Robert Woods receiving yards? What's the number you have on that for Robert Woods receiving yards? I got so many pages here. It's freaking ridiculous. Let me see. Longest reception by Woods, 22.5. Total receiving yards, 72.5. Probably go under. Edelman under 83. Well, I'll tell you one thing I like Edelman, over 21.5 on longest reception. He's going to be Brady's go-to guy this game, just like he was against Kansas City. When you absolutely need a play, Julian Edelman's your guy. Gronkowski, not so much anymore. They'll do a nice job at taking care of Edelman. I bet he gets a lot of catches. I don't think he gets a ton of yards. It's probably not a bad play. Thank you, Roger. Yes, Charles, Huskers are – I thought maybe that was going to be a tournament team this year in college basketball. It's not. They've lost 3 in a row. Copeland down. I don't know. NIT. Again. Shit. 76.5. You've got 76.5. I've got 72.5 on those receiving yards. I think they'll spread it around a lot. His longest reception. Let me get back to that. God damn, I just had it too. Talking about Robert Woods here now. Longest reception, 22.5. I'd probably go over. Intex 2016. Thank you for your thing. 2-point conversion props. Tony, will one be attempted? Yes. No, minus 140. I'd probably go no. Will one be converted? Obviously, I'm going to go no. I don't think you're going to see 2 points here. You could. I tell you one prop that I bet. I put $200 on it today. I do it every year. It's like buying a Powerball ticket. Put 2 bills down. Will there be a safety? I put yes. Plus 650 at Stations and plus 600 at Westgate right now. Danny Need does not need to come back to Huskerville. Oh, yeah. Thanks for the baseball. Baseball, I'm doing a lot of media out here. So, yeah, I just did a baseball thing. Talking about baseball, 155 units last year, 61% overall. Never laid over the minus 150. It was second or third in the country. I think net units I was first, but nonetheless, yeah. I did all that with 1 or 2 plays a day, low volume, and never laid over 150 and did all that. So, yeah, get over to Docs. We'll have a package up soon. I have a fantasy where Rams score first, go for 2, and convert 2. They're not going to go for 2 if they score first. That is a fantasy. I have some fantasies. I just can't tell you what they are right here live. Couple of my prop bets I like, though. I do like the over the longest reception for Edelman at 21.5 yards. I do like under 3.5 sacks. I'm betting the safety every year as a long shot prop bet. That's my wild one. You can bet heads or tails or whatever. Had a couple other ones on here. Will James White score a touchdown in the first half? Yes, plus 275. There's one. Over and under on receptions by Burkhead, 2.5. I like the over there. I like the over receiving yards. I like the over and receiving yards on Edelman at 21.5. Under 27.5 first half. Weight on that number is probably going to go up to 28. Then I would lead under, not over first half. You know that New England has never scored a touchdown in the first quarter of any Super Bowl they've ever played in. They've only had one field goal in the 8 or 9 games they've been in. So there's a prop out there too that says, will there be a score in the first 5 minutes and 30 seconds of the game? Bet no on that. Oh, yeah. Cha. Is that how you say that? J-Cha? Thank you for the hidden gem on Lipscomb last night. Boom! Yeah, I got the winner there. I had a hidden gem on Saturday on Eastern Michigan, too. Come on. We'll have another one this Saturday. Like finding those obscure games. I got a guy out here that's a sharp that studies those small little teeny conferences. He gives me all kinds of info. We had a big move on that yesterday. Oh, thanks for we got a 6-unit NBA play tonight. Like it. Low volume, yes. No TD scored in the first quarter, plus 280. Minus 400 that a TD will be scored. Boy, that's a tough one. These two offenses, you think somebody's going to score a touchdown in the first quarter? You're paying a price if you say, minus 400. That's the only way I can do. No TDs. No TD scored in the first quarter is plus 280. Minus 400 will be scored. Danny E, let's go get him. No, thank you. Boom, Eastern Michigan. Yes. Greg Zuerlein, over, under 8.5 points. Over. Longest field goal attempt was 46.5 yards. Over. Controlled environment. Dome stadium. Turf. No wind. Both these kickers got huge legs. I could easily see somebody getting stalled out around the 35, 38-yard line and bringing a field goal kicker in. You want to go over. Don't have any big leans on college basketball games today. I took 3 of them. That's it. Had a small lean on Marquette against Butler. The UNLV game yesterday, I did not go. The guy I was going with, he got tied up in a late meeting, and I got tied up doing media till late. So I did manage to go to my local watering hole here in Las Vegas, so I'm watching on ESPN2 with a bunch of buddies. We pounded some money on it. But I was disappointed we didn't get down there. I just had a logistical nightmare yesterday trying to get down to that game. Yeah, it is obvious. That was a one-way bet, Triple Beams. I don't think the Rams' defensive line is going to get to Brady, although Aaron Donald is an immovable object. He's almost impossible to block and impossible to get out of the backfield. He's kind of like a Khalil Mack. He just wreaks havoc. He may get to Brady. I think they'll scheme a lot because they're going to double him. If they do, that's going to leave some spots open. I think the linebackers will do some blitzing there and force Brady to throw quicker. I don't think they're going to get to Brady. He gets rid of the ball too fast. Not a bunch. If you see more than 3 sacks in this game, I'd be surprised on both sides of the ball. Shortest field goal made in the game, 26.5 yards. That over under? Maybe. I'd go under that. Somebody might get down there and get stalled out. I'll tell you one thing. The red zone offense of the Patriots is not going to have the same success, at least with ease, that they had against Kansas City. Kansas City's defense was a funnel to the end zone. What are you, second and goal, third and goal on the 6-7 yard line, running dive plays and going in, standing up? That's not going to happen against the Rams. I can tell you that. Not going to happen. This is a much stiffer test for New England. Offensively, with the Rams, probably about the same. Just bear in mind, the New England Patriots gave up 31 second-half points last week. 31. Andy Reid did a decent job at halftime of adjusting things and changing some things up. I'll give him that. He made a good in-game adjustment in a big game. The problem was he got his ass coached off in the first half. Sean McVay is not going to get his ass coached off in the first half of this game. This is going to be highly competitive wire to wire. I can tell you that right now. One of New England's weaknesses on defense, probably on the edge, simply because you got a lot of backs that like to go off the edge here. And of course, now Anderson, he likes to bang in the middle. But, at the end of the day here, the one thing that New England has to be most concerned about on the defensive side of the ball is play action pass, because the Rams are best at it in the NFL. That's the one thing. So they're going to try and establish the run to suck him in and then him with the play action pass. So let's see how that unfolds. If they have any success running the ball, I mean great success running the ball, which I think they will a little bit. Kansas City did with the third string running back last week, especially in the second half. But you saw New England's propensity last week to give it up out of the backfield on wheel routes, play action pass, and the Rams are better at it than Kansas City because they have better talent at running back, too deep. So it's going to be interesting. But I think the weakness is, them giving up big plays and play action. That's where maybe Robert Woods' longest reception may come into play. Okay. You like Virginia Tech tonight? I can see that. I'm not laying that many points in conference play. You saw how crazy conference play was last night, didn't you? You watching any of this? You paying attention to college basketball? What are we, 10-3 or something? College basketball, turned college basketball around, by the way. But we're trying to stay on the Super Bowl theme here. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. I think don't drink the Kool-Aid. I think the Rams corners will hit receivers on the line, unlike Kansas City. The Rams corners and defensive backs will challenge. They're going to take away a deep threat for Brady. If Brady's longest pass was over and under 36.5 yards, you want to go under. That's the number I saw. I think that was his stations. I think Brady will have under. What do you think about receiving yards, guys? What do you think? Let me give you the number. I think it's 293.5 over under Tom Brady. He's throwing for 274 average on the year. Rams defense giving up 237 through the air. Some of these I can't read. Don't know anything about UAB. Prop bet Bob Sutton's new landing spot. Hopefully the freaking retirement home. Hopefully Bob Sutton, I hope he lands somewhere in the AFC West other than Kansas City, which he's not going to be at. So, yeah, I'll go ahead and take him anywhere that somebody we play twice a year. How the glasses look? I don't know. I got to wear them, dude. I'm getting old. Yep, I like the Pacers for the free pay. UAB, I have no opinion on. Appreciate it, Nuno. James Harden total points scored versus Jazz is plus 9.5 versus longest TD scored. Longest TD is going to be more than 9.5 yards. James Harden over prop. Yeah, a lot of people like that. Everett might have a decent day. Everett might have a decent day. Tom Brady minus 130 to have more pass yards. Rams average more yards per game on passing than Patriots do. I think the Rams have a better opportunity for deeper threats than LA. I would probably take Goff having more yards. I know it's Tom Brady and I know it's Bill Belichick, because that's my biggest dilemma in betting this game. The better team, if you're looking at player personnel matchups, player personnel grading, the Rams have a better team. But you have Tom Brady. He is the better quarterback. Gronkowski, not the tight end that he used to be. Hogan, not a huge vertical threat. I think Goff might have a lot of yards passing, just my opinion. James Harden versus Super Bowl prop is a good bet. Okay. Rams defense is notorious for giving up big plays, but New England doesn't have a deep threat. Do you agree? Yes, I do. But I think with the Rams, but in this, when you're talking about giving up big plays, the Rams secondary in this game versus what New England's going to bring to the table, I seriously think that they're not going to give up a bunch of big plays. I think Edelman will hit a couple deep crossing routes and shake open. Maybe Gronk gets one in the seam for 20, 25 yards. I don't think you're going to see a lot of big. I think you're going to see Gronk move up in the slot, run some slants over the middle, short ones, getting first downs. I think Burkhead, White, and Michelle all are going to be busy catching balls and running the football. That's what I think. Okay, you like Tom Brady over Jared Goff in passing yards. I don't. I think it'll be close, but I don't. Rams going to run the ball, yeah. Only seeing my chat. I don't know what's wrong with that. Sorry about that. I don't. Any opinions on Rams running backs? Yeah, I talked to you, and you missed it early here. Let me get back to that. C.J. Anderson over 42.5 yards. That was my opinion. Over under 56.5. For the game, I got an opinion on the first half. If I had to, I'd go over. I'm only going to do the first half. Todd Gurley was a non-factor last game, and coach kept him out. Todd Gurley's not 100%. I don't think he's playing possum. They said it's going to be an in-game decision how they're going to distribute the ball. So you really don't have – he's not – Sean McVay's not tipping his hand ahead of time. Fantasy is Bob Sutton, the coach of Broncos. Yeah, I wish. Do you score any props? Do you do any score props, Tony? Like Patriots win, Rams win by 7. Yeah, I saw that. I'm going to leave and come right back. Hang on, guys. I'm grabbing another. So here we go with some game special point spreads. I got this from Stations since you brought that up. Game special point spreads. Patriots minus 4.5 at plus 120. Rams plus 4.5 at minus 150. Patriots minus 6.5 at plus 170. Rams plus 6.5 minus 200. Might be worth a minus 200 bet on that. Hello. Because you get to 7.5, then it's plus 200 and minus 250. So yeah, the 6.5 just to get the 50 cents off the $2. I'd bet that down to minus 200, and I'd take plus 6.5 in the Rams, sir. Patriots to dominate time of possession, not like they did against Kansas City, not by a long shot, pal. Over under first half. I'm going to leave that alone. I've got a premium play on that, buddy. Sorry. Yeah, this Nuno likes under 27.5, and then for the first half, and then over in the second half. That's isn't that kind of New England's MO? Second half, they come out like a house of fire and scored a shitload of points. Yeah, pretty much. Thaddeus, you're welcome for the pick on the Bucks. Cheers. Crushing those first half lines in the NBA this year. Only one loss on those. That's just like clubbing baby seals. Come on. Full play tonight. full game play, side play, top play, by the way. Get over to Docs and check it out. By the way, guys, just to let you know, every handicapper's card over there at Docs this weekend for the Super Bowl is $25. They're out Thursday at 5 o'clock. That's just special they're running. Get 3 or 4 guys. You know, they're going to have 10 to 15 props a card from 3 or 4 different handicappers. Be worth spreading it around a little bit and get some good insight. Plus, you're getting side or total, maybe a teaser, parlays, all that. Just it's a great value. And there's tons of free articles over there about some exotic prop bets, which I don't even concern myself with. You know, what color ties Jim Nantz going to wear? What color is the Gatorade? You know, that sort of thing. Christian Okoye. So you'll tease Rams and over. Possibly. I still, you know, I got to be, you know, Artez, I got to be honest with you. I have not made up my mind yet on side and total for full game. I've not. I've talked to a ton of guys out here, a ton of other handicappers, well-known guys, and everybody's torn. It's exactly what it is. The better team is catching points at 2.5. You're probably going to see 3. 90% of the money's on New England right now. They're not moving the line. It moved a little bit yesterday. It's still 3 at William Hill. If it go, you're not going to see 3.5. I can guarantee you that. You're never going to see that. It might go to 3 on Sunday. It's worth waiting. I've got to put out my card tomorrow night at 5 o'clock as the company rules, so that kind of stinks. But I'm still debating whether I took Kansas City, the better team, against at home at Arrowhead against them, and they beat me. Brady and Belichick beat a better team. Stymies. He could be under 2 receptions, probably. That's good. That's a good one. Thanks for tuning in, Intex. Yeah, at least I'll have pizza money on golf MVP. Yeah. Any leans on the Memphis-Tulsa game? I looked at that game, honestly. Memphis, that'd be a lean. Let me ask you guys a question on Super Bowl MVP. What do you think? If New England wins, who's going to be the MVP? Well, I got the numbers here. Tom Brady's 4-5. So if the Rams win, Jared Goff's their favorite to be the MVP at 2-1. Sony Michel, New England, if they win, I got him at 15-1. I bet it. Small bet. Think he could have a big day, regardless whether they win or lose. I think he's going to have a big day. The other one, I thought, would there be a possibility that a defensive player could win the MVP if the Rams win? I put a little bit of money on Donald. Aaron Donald at 18-1. Well, obviously Brady for sure, but it's not much of a payout. Golf at 2-1. Yeah. Todd Gurley, 12-1. That's the biggest head scratcher in this whole deal. Is Todd Gurley going to be 100% or not? I don't know. I don't see it. He may make a big play. Donald's a good play at 18-1. You could have a defensive player win this if the Rams win. It's not going to be Sue, Could be a key to lead. What do you guys think about interceptions? And we're going to wrap this up in about 5 minutes. What are you guys thinking about interceptions for Brady, for Goff? You think either one? Brady had, 2, basically 3 against Kansas City. 1 in the end zone. What was the over and under on interceptions for Brady? I was looking at that. I got to put the glasses back on and age myself. No, I did not play with Leaf Lesack at Shoal Creek. No. No, I did not. Did not play with him. Let's get to where's the interceptions? Trying to find the interceptions, guys. Pardon me. Jared Goff over and under 2 touchdowns. Even over under -120. Will Jared Goff throw a touchdown pass in the second quarter? Yes, -125. Good bet. Nobody can bet against the GOAT. I am having trouble betting against the GOAT, and I have the better team catching points. Freaking nightmare, I'm telling you. If this game was on a Sunday when there were 14 other games, I wouldn't get near with a 10-foot pole. There are better games to bet. Trying to figure out total completions, total pass attempts, gross passing yards for Jared Goff, first half versus second half. Second half -130, I'd take it. Find that prop on Brady. Get that too. He'll have more passing yards in the second half than he will the first half. That's a given, no-brainer, by the way. I can't figure out how many interceptions. There's so many of these, you can't even get through them all. Huh. Can't find it. Sorry, guys. Just so many. So many things here. Let me read your comments here. Also, remember we were getting +187 with the Eagles on the money line. The spot last year, it was a take. Any thoughts on LSU, Texas A&M tonight? LSU, Texas A&M is on my premium play card. Is Tony married? Because I'm free and he's cute. I'm not married, but my wife is. But I am cute, Thelma. Yeah. There you go. You like LSU tonight. Yeah. I'm still getting back to I'm cute and am I married? I don't know, Thelma. Are you cute? I can always change my status quickly. Like the under in the first half, can't also remember when again. And the money line on this thing, by the way. And Thelma, thanks for tuning in, by the way. One of the females that jumps on board with us all the time. So we appreciate that, girlfriend. Ooh, I'm getting on the wrong thing here. I was going to look. You're getting +120 on the Rams if you like them. You're laying $140 with the Patriots. Somebody else like Virginia Tech tonight. Many other cappers don't take time for free picks. I'm a big fan. Thank you. There's 4 other, I think, handicappers. And Vernon Croy's got some hot chick now doing his videos for him up in Canada. Ooh, see her? Vernon Croy, Scott Spreitzer, Rafael Esparza, myself, IC Indian Cowboy. I think there's 5 guys that do free play videos every day. We also, I was going to tell you guys too, I have an Instagram account I'm going to start using and be separate videos. They're going to be more live, candid videos. Be sure and join me over the Instagram. It'll be Tony George Sports at Instagram. Look it up and join me. I'm going to be I put out a live tweet today. My Twitter is at TGeorgeSports. I put out a tweet today when I was walking into the Westgate betting my NBA game tonight and picking up this sheet. And I put about 3 dimes down on props there too. It wasn't busy, that's why I went so early. But nonetheless, follow me on those. You sipping on tea? Is that glass half full of Jim Beam and 7? Have we met? Of course it's Jim Beam and 7. Half water, half 7. I'm trying to get rid of some LBs here. Thoughts on quarterback sacks? Under 3.5. That's my thought. Syracuse, Boston College tonight. Don't have any thoughts on it. Do you recommend first half college lines like you do in the NBA? Sometimes. I had one last night, a winner on Michigan last night on the first half line. So, yes, I am playing first half lines in NBA and college basketball, and my success level is about 90%. Stay tuned. Nice, Vernon. I'll have to check those out. Yeah, check out Vernon's videos. I appreciate you guys tuning in. How you like Villanova to cover? I didn't like that game. I saw no value in that number. You're all welcome. Get your props in. Get over and get the card on Thursday, tomorrow night, 5:30 or 5 o'clock Central. Don't forget, like I told you, everybody's props are. I know Scott Spreitzer had a killer year in the NFL. Vernon Croy did. I think Vernon Croy went like 6 weeks where he even lost a freaking game. But you got some great handicappers over at Docs, lots of experience, lots of transparency. We tell it like it is. We guarantee cards with a pure profit guarantee. All the Super Bowl cards from each handicapper are $25 each. That's dirt cheap. That's a round of drinks. That's like on the strip, that's a drink and a half. You know, where you're at, your local bar, it's 4 beers. You know, it's bar tab. So be sure and check it out. Yes, I like the over James White 12.5 rushing yards in the first half. There you go. You like the Memphis over tonight. Where am I watching the Super Bowl? I have no idea yet. I'm waiting for some invites from some of my local friends. Also, I've got a couple options to go to sports books, but it gets a little crazy in there. Mrs. George likes to go. She likes to see the commercials. Whatever, you know, happy wife, happy life type scenario there, guys. You know the drill. But she does have more of a sense of humor than most women I know because she's been putting up with this shit for 30 years. Married 30 years. Going on 31 this year, believe it or not. That's like the biggest over. And I tell you what, I would have bet the under on that when I was 25 years old. And I would have lost, you know. But appreciate you guys tuning in. Be sure to get over to Docs, check everything out. Heating up basketball. Come over and join me tonight. Got a big play. We'll run some specials for you. Hope it's a great Super Bowl. Turn into the Doc Sports NFL opening line report thing I did last night. It's archived here. Appreciate you tuning in. My Twitter is at TGeorgeSports, for those of you asking. And I put out some extra free plays on there. I make comments sometimes during games. Throw out a video if I'm in a sports book somewhere. We're out having a good time. I'll do a little bit of fun stuff on there as well. So, yeah, follow me over there as well. Have a great day, guys. Appreciate you tuning in.